In today's video, I will be showing you how to escape every ultra class in the game Rogue Lineage. Before this video starts, you guys should subscribe, since only about 11% of the people who watch my videos are subbed. Even if you're already subbed, just go down below and check to make sure that you are. It helps a lot more than you know, and it's completely free. Make sure to check my description and comment section below for my Discord, Twitch, and my Twitter. First of all, let's get one thing straight. If you're not an Ultra, you probably won't be escaping from anyone. That's just how it works. If you're not fast enough and you don't have the tools to escape, then you won't escape. But hopefully this will help you anyway, if you stick to the end, that is. By the way, remember, if you're on top of Sky Castle, then jump. That's all you gotta do, you gotta jump, and find a way to cancel fall damage. Just like the best Oni in Gaia does, because we all know, VIP Jack, best Oni in Gaia. This is probably the easiest class in the game to escape, actually, and you could probably escape an Oni as a freshie with Assassin's Armor. Oni is slow, and as long as they don't get near you, then they can't hit you because they have no ranged options. And they don't have any moves that will really cover distance, because Demon Flip and Demon Step are too slow, so they're not going to catch you using any of those. If they have Snap Gelidus, then the best option is to bait them into using it to chase you. So what you do is, you make distance and force them to use Snap Geli, or you could bait them by using Snap Geli for a second and then forcing them into think that they need to use it. Now that they're colder than you, if you use Snap Geli, then no matter what, you'll gain more distance than them before they get hypothermic, and then you'll be able to escape. If you don't have Snap Gelidus, then try and run and make as much distance as possible. If you're near water, then hide in the water. Onis have no actual ways to fight in water, and there's nothing they can really do about that since they don't have any moves that could potentially bring them closer to you. Dragon Sage usually won't be easy to escape from. You probably won't be able to escape them if they have Snap Gelidus. If you have Snap Gelidus, then you can easily escape if they don't have it, however. But if they do, and you do, you probably will not escape unless you're a faster class or you have some better form of mobility. Since most DJs run Snap Ignis in Gaia, this usually won't be a problem. But in K, pretty much everyone has Snap Gelidus, so that's a problem. However, if you don't have Snap Gelidus, then you should try and escape them by climbing away and wall camping. First of all, D-Sages can't really deal with wall camping if you're on the wall. This is because most of their moves don't go high enough, and any move that would potentially be able to hit you on the wall would also leave them exposed. Just try not to run in water against Dragon Sages, because most of their moves are AoE, so you're going to have limited mobility, and they're still going to be able to hit you, which will definitely cause them to just win the fight. D-Sages are hard to run away from, and if you get hit, it's going to get a lot harder. If your mana gets cancelled, then pretty much all of your escape options are gone for however long that lasts, which I believe is around 6 to 12 seconds. So don't get hit. For Dragon Slayers, it really depends on their snap what strategy you should use to escape from them. If they have Snap Ignis, then you should be able to run away and make distance without worry, since they're probably slower than you. There are very few classes slower than Dragon Slayer, and the ones that are slower, like Oni, counter Dragon Slayer anyway. If they have Snap Gelidus, then you should use the same strategy you would with Oni by baiting them into cold. You bait them into using it, and then use Snap Gelidus when they're colder than you, and you'll always get away like that. You can usually escape from them via climbing walls that are too high to wing soar up. If you don't have Snap Geli, try running into water, as most spears can't deal with water fights well. Thunder Spear Crash is the only move they can really use in water, but that's usually not hard to dodge as it's highly telegraphed. Deep Knight only has one actual way to cancel Mana Shield, and they're slow. However, this one way is Light Piercer, a very strong move, and it has range. So it's not always easy to run away in Mana Shield. So what you should do is bait their Light Piercer, and then run while jumping in your Mana Shield. If you climb faster than them, then you can get away by abusing cliffs in your area. If you're in a flat area, like Burial Grounds, and spam Mana Shield and make distance. You'll eventually outrun them, and they don't have any ways of catching up to you without Snap Gelatis. This may be a problem, since pretty much every Deep Knight in Gaia and K uses Snap Geli. So you should just use the bait and run strat that I keep recommending against slow Snap Geli reliant classes. If you don't have Snap Geli, then you should run into water if possible. They have no tools to fight in water, and that makes them very vulnerable, and it puts you at an advantage while running away. Otherwise, you should use a hit and run strategy where you knock them back and make distance. Since Sigils have high amount of stun, you don't want to get hit by thunder, charge hits, or any of their charge blows. If you get hit by fire or lightning charge blow, you will get comboed, and you will probably die. If you get hit by these, you're done if you don't have enough health to take a full Sigil combo. Just try and gain distance and use the same strategy you would normally use. If they have Snap Gelatis, then use the same Snap Geli strat if you are also using Snap Gelatis. If you don't have Snap Geli, then try and abuse cliffs and walls so you won't get caught easily. If you're in the middle of a combo that you'll die from, your best option is to try and fall off a cliff that you could potentially survive. Doing this will usually cause them to fall with you, but it will also guaranteed get you out of the combo. The strategy for this class is even easier than the one used for Sigil. All of Dark Sigil's moves can be avoided using Mana Shield, and their only option at that is Fists. Even with runes, most Dark Sigils are slower than the average medium to high speed class. Because of this, you can abuse Snap Gelatis, Cheese Strat, or just run from them. These Sigils can't fight in water, so running into water is a good strat for non-ultras or ultras. Either way, they won't be able to do very much if you run into water. Why are you running from samurais? If you're actually running from the worst ultra in the game, you just need to wipe. Like, actually, all you have to do is hold Mana Shield and make distance. They have one tool to deal with Mana Shield, and they're slow. If they're Gaian, I guess you can't outclimb them, so don't even bother. But why would you be running from a glorified superclass that does, I guess, mediocre damage sometimes, maybe with runes? If you came to this video looking for a strategy on how to run from samurai, just quit the game already. Please. Depending on the mage build, it'll either be easy or impossible to escape a mage. If they have Hoppa, then you won't escape without hiding. If they have Philo, then you won't escape without hiding. Against Necro, you should avoid the Howler and just run from the Shriekers or set them on fire. Mages aren't very fast without certain spells, so you can hold Mana Shield and run away, as pretty much any class can escape easily. Depending on what spells they have, the difficulty ranges. If they have Hoppa, just, I guess, log, because it's better to combat log and save yourself the time than to spend 10 minutes running away just to die anyway. In that 10 minutes, you could find a PD and get enough silver to buy your stuff back. So it doesn't really matter. I hate this class so much. Unlike Necro, hiding isn't an option unless you're a mage. And if you're chaotic, then you have almost no chance of escaping unless you're a dagger class. And even if you're orderly, Dominus still works, so Shrieker summoning still kills. And this class is absolutely brain dead. This is probably the second hardest class to escape from, and it's probably the easiest class to play if you have Down syndrome. Just try and run and abuse the fact that they're a slow class, unless they have Hoppa, that is. If you're a dagger class or an Oni, you should be able to escape them. And if you're orderly, you have a much better chance since you nullify Globus, which is probably their strongest tool in 1v1s. But God, I hate this class. Don't run, just kill it, please. Just do whatever you can to get these out of the game. Nobody likes you. Oh wait, I can't say that, it's Pride Month, huh? Does that mean I can't talk bad about mages or dagger classes? I guess not. Oh my god, I hate this class even more. Well, not even more, but I just hate this class so much. If you play this, just go ahead and celebrate Pride Month like you should be, because you're playing a mage. You literally need magic to do damage. I hate you. But anyway, Snap Verdian has almost no counterplay. If you get hit with Snap Verdian Vines, then the Mage gets a free combo. If you're Vamp, you're dead. That's just what happens. They probably have Opal or Ruby enchant, and at that, you are dead. But Snap Verdian has a limited range, so if you're outside of that range, then Druid is practically useless. Maintain the constant range of about 20 to 25 studs, and there's nothing the Druid can do without God spells. If they have any God spells, you should be able to mana shield them, since every God spell is very easy to see coming. They're highly telegraphed. If you're running from a Blacksmith, just wipe. But because nobody is running from a Blacksmith, I'll show you how to catch one. Because you're fighting a Blacksmith, you're probably trying to rob him because he's got big bag. So what you want to do is either use Snap Gelly or try and mana run to close distance for a combo. If you're a Dagger class, you've already caught him. If you're a Mage with fast spells, you've already caught him. So this is pretty much only for slower classes. But try not to get hit by his hammer, because it does a ton of damage and it could actually turn the fight around entirely. If you rob a Blacksmith, never let them live, by the way. Always make sure to grip them just in case they have more silver. If a Blacksmith drops any less than 10,000 silver, grip him. You want to know why? Because then he could potentially have more silver. Yeah, that's why. If they're a Riggin, they might pop Flood, in which case you pull Snap Gelly, which is when you use it for a second, and then you stop, and then you keep on doing that. The reason why you would do this is to conserve your heat as well as catching up to them. If you don't have Snap Gelly, try and find an alternate route to cut them off. Unless you're in flat grounds. If they have Snap Gelly, bait them into using it, and don't use it too early or you won't catch them. This class is one of the most mobile classes. This class is one of the most mobile classes in the game. However, it's very weak and easily counterable. So chances are you probably can't escape from it, but if you die to it, then you either got Tomeless spammed or you're just bad at the game. Same thing, right? You died to a Spy either way. But it's very weak and easily counterable. Not only can all the base Spy moves be blocked, but every Spy move can be blocked by Mana Shield. If you don't want to get interrogated, then drop 1 silver every 30 seconds, so that way you stay in combat tag and he can't interrogate you for an easy kill. Most Spies use Snap Ignis or Snap Viribus, since Tenebris can no longer be used on them. So if you have Snap Gelidus, you can easily escape. If you can't, then you should hold Mana Shield and spam jump while running away. Also, Spies can't jump in water. If they jump in water, they cannot fight. If anyone plays Spy, chances are they're not only bad at the game, but they're also a perma-freshie who just installed Roblox and BM'd their first Ultra. Make this absolute loser cry about it and mauled over Discord because he can't run ones and he needs his boyfriend housemates to get him another PD. I really hate Dagger classes. Shinobi is the third hardest class to counter and escape from, in my opinion. They only have one tool meant to deal with Mana Shield, and it's not very reliable. If you spam jump with Mana Shield up, then they won't be able to hit triple dagger throw efficiently. You can use this as time to regen and then get back to fighting. If you plan on running away, then you can abuse Snap Gelidus. You can use it to get away if they are using Snap Ignis. If they're not using Snap Ignis and they have Snap Gelidus, then use the same cold baiting strategy where you force them to use Snap Gelly and then use it when they're colder than you. Make sure not to run into water against Shinobis because they have a massive advantage with grapple and your limited mobility. They can easily grapple you since you can't really move in more than just a straight line, and it's just really bad. You're not going to get away. Faceless is the hardest class to escape from, in my opinion. They have high damage output, semi-infinite combos, depending on race, multiple tools to deal with Mana Shield, and they're fast. If you don't have Snap Gelly, then you won't be escaping a Faceless at all. If you do have Snap Gelly, and they also have Snap Gelly, then you won't be escaping without Snap Gate. You shouldn't try to run from a Faceless unless they're macroing, because they're pretty easy to kill if they're bad, And all macro Faceless ones are garbage at the video game, and they rely on a crutch to win. But actually, you should try to fight them on cliffs, where you can use knockback to help win. It's best to spam Tomeless against them and stop using magic when they're near combo range, otherwise they can dagger throw into a combo. This pretty much guarantees your death, and yeah, it's really hard to get away from them. But yeah, that's about it for Faceless. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll try and get more videos like this out soon, and I'll start streaming on Twitch soon. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment about why you run from samurais. Also, join my Discord server and follow me on Twitter and Twitch in the comments section and description below. Have a nice day.